What's going on, everybody? C4 here, and bringing you episode 21 of Philadelphia Eagles' Fifth Down. Yes, 2 in 1 week, because at 5 in 1, it is time for one of the more rambunctious, I guess that's the polite way to put it, fan bases in the NFL to start to overreact on social media. And again, I bring it all back when I was talking about the Eagles' record prediction, saying that I believe this team could go, if everything falls into place, they get every break, they can go 15 and 1. And that's not the case like at the Browns. If everything falls into place and everything went their way, the Browns still will not win out the rest of the season. I think this Philadelphia Eagles team is good enough to do that, but they're not going to go 15 and 1. But the way some of the people talk on social media and what, to fans that aren't, like, to outside of our fan base, where other people can see you, there's a bunch of people right now that just have me shaking my head being like, oh, really, dude? Just remember last year. Just be conscientious that last year, the people that were doing that were the Dallas Cowboy fans. The fan base that everybody hated going on social media because you said, how about them Cowboys, all that stuff. So just for the love of God, remind yourself of that. You can be overreacted, you can be hype after the victory, but when it's like a 4 or 5 days after, maybe start bringing yourself back down to reality and get a next game mentality like me. But today, we're going to be talking about something that is not an opinion, it's a fact. Right now, in Vegas, for the MVP odds, Carson Wentz is first place in the MVP race. He is the odds-on favorite as of right now to win the MVP from Bovada. He's plus 175, which is pretty damn. That's easy money. That's easy money. That's like McGregor fighting against some scrub from Ireland or something like that. Just quickly look at the list here. I think I'm going to see if I can save this picture, and I'll just overlay it. Alex Smith is at second spot. Tom Brady at third. Deshaun Watson at 4. Russell Wilson at 5. Kirk Cousins at 6. Drew Brees at 7. Matt Ryan at 8. Le'Veon Bell at 9. And Cam Newton, Matt Stafford, Todd Gurley all round up. I guess, what do you call it? From Matt Ryan to Todd Gurley, it's all a toss-up. But right now, Carson Wentz, this is from an outsider. This is not even like some biased Eagle fan made this. Carson Wentz is the front runner for the MVP. It's 5 and 1. It's still a very young season. Still plenty of football left to play. And, the most important month, really, November and, well, I'd say December is the most important month. But November and December, when the games really matter, there's still a lot of things that can happen between now and then. But I guess this point here is to kind of justify, because I see plenty of people saying, oh, it should be Alex Smith. It shouldn't be Alex Smith. He does a bunch of checkdowns. The team does not need to rely on Alex Smith to win. They have a bunch of gadget plays. And sure, Alex Smith looked tremendous in prime time against the New England Patriots. He's had some good games, but they have Kareem Hunt. Carson Wentz does not have a Kareem Hunt. Carson Wentz does not have a running back that's one single weapon at running back that's putting up 150 plus yards of scrimmage every single week. We do not have that. We have some rotation, so it's more. I definitely would say I agree with that. That's the first discussion point. Is people say Wentz should be behind Alex Smith? No, 100% false. Is Alex Smith the reason why that team is 5 and 1? Probably not. Is Carson Wentz the reason the Philadelphia Eagles are 5 and 1? Probably so. We've had some great plays from our defense. We've had some plays elsewhere, but overall, it all comes back down to Carson Wentz. When you look at Alex Smith, you look at the Kansas City Chiefs. Right now, I still think you might be inclined to say, it is Kareem Hunt. Kareem Hunt is the bigger guy. Not to take away anything from Alex Smith. I'm not an Alex Smith hater. He's a guy I love to compare Dak Prescott to. But Alex Smith is if you're going for most valuable, Carson Wentz is more valuable to the Eagles than Alex Smith is to the Chiefs. That is from a statistical standpoint. That is from a record standpoint. That is from an organizational standpoint, or else the Chiefs wouldn't have drafted Patty Mahomes. I don't know. That's not really relevant to the MVP race, but it's still something you need to think about. But looking at Carson Wentz now, does he deserve to be the MVP frontrunner after 6 weeks? I feel ridiculous talking about it. It's 6 weeks. We still got a lot more weeks. But I believe he does. He's 5 and 1. Philadelphia Eagles are, tied for the best record in the NFL. He's completed almost 61% of his passes, 1,500 yards, round up to 1,600 yards, 13 touchdowns, and 3 interceptions. He also ran for 133 yards. So he basically, if he stays on this pace, he'll get about 4,200 passing yards, 35 TDs, 8 interceptions, and probably 350 rushing yards. That's like Aaron Rodgers numbers. That is like an Aaron Rodgers stat line that has Aaron Rodgers in MVP consideration. So I 100% agree that Wentz should be that. I don't know necessarily if he's going to keep that pace up. I mean, he is only a second-year QB. But, wishful thinking, as a positive-minded Philadelphia Eagle fan, he can maintain that and somehow finish with that. But, I mean, right now, I think more so, people ask me, is Wentz actually an MVP candidate? I think I need to come out and say, my opinion is it's still too early. But if the topic of discussion is after 6 weeks, is Carson Wentz the league's MVP? My answer for you is he most certainly is. I guess let me see what your takes are on this opinion. It is something that will get hot takes, especially from Philadelphia Eagle fans that are saying Carson Wentz is going to get 40 TDs. You're going to get the one side that Carson Wentz is going to get 40 TDs. He's going to take the league by storm, get an MVP now. He's going to win MVP for the rest of his life every single season. And then you get the other Philadelphia Eagle fans, more like myself, that are a little more, tempering your expectations. If Wentz can, looking at that, I'd be happy right now if Carson Wentz can finish the year with less than 10 picks and be the first Philadelphia Eagle quarterback to go for over 4,000 yards. And even that 4,000 yard, that's not even something that, I just want that so that Wentz has, finally the Eagles have one. But that also means that maybe the offense doesn't remain as balanced as we like, having the run, having LeGarrette Blount, Wendell Smallwood, Corey Clement, those guys. I'm perfectly fine if Wentz does not break 4,000 yards when I think about it now after saying it, because that means we probably had a little bit more balance to our offense, and we're letting The Rock do the damn work. If you smell what The Rock is cooking, a.k.a. Mr. LeGarrette Blount. But 35 times, I mean, it is what it is. It will come if it's meant to be. But, yeah, I don't know. It's just one of those things, guys, where, I talked about the two scenarios for the Eagle fans. If you're an outsider looking in, more often than not, you're probably going to say, oh, yeah, just wait. This means nothing. You're not going to take in the fact that I am just saying these are the odds after 6 weeks. You're going, oh, Tom Brady? You kidding me? Tom Brady? Deshaun Watson has more passing touchdowns? Are you kidding me? Freaking, I don't know who else we got there. Drew Brees? Wow. Kareem Hunt? Dak Prescott? Yeah. There's always the people that just, the whole concept of the video goes over their head. Yeah, but so there you go, guys. What do you guys think about Carson Wentz being the front runner for the MVP award after 6 weeks? You know my thoughts. You know my take on it. I want to hear what you guys have to say. So thank you guys for watching. This is your first time stopping by. Don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button. And until next time, it's C4 saying fly, Eagles, fly, and peace